Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is a big day. I've just bought my first sandblasting cabinet. That's right, no more wire wheels or Dremel torture sessions for me. This is a reasonable price model, and no, don't call me cheap. Branded Pacini, and it was picked up from Irish Garage Equipment along with a few 25 kg bags of fine blasting media, which is actually crushed glass. The crushed glass blast media I'm using is best suited for aluminium, alloy and other soft metals, ideal for cleaning engine cases, brackets and other motorcycle parts without being too aggressive. It leaves a nice, rich, matte finish that won't chew through the surface like harsh grit would. So, what's in the box? Let's tear into it. This exact cabinet is sold with lots of different names. Look for SBC90 and you'll find versions from VEVOR, Switzer, HBM, MATTIS and probably your neighbour's cousin's brands too. Same cabinet, different stickers. Once it's out of the box, the first thing that'll hit you is the strong smell of fresh paint. Really fresh. I might be sandblasting with a slight paint buzz, but who knows. Inside we've got gloves and a few spare glass protectors, and under the metal screen, the blasting gun itself. First step, install the suction adapter. Not easy, as the cabinet legs are about as helpful as a broken side stand, so had to prop it up to get underneath. Then, attach the intake hose. Now it doesn't come with a compressor quick release fitting, so make sure you have one that fits your air setup. Here's where I made my rookie mistake number 1. I forgot, or I didn't, put PTFE tape on the treads, and you'll see that backfired later. Classic. I salvaged a fitting from another neglected air tool, you know, the ones you bought thinking you'd use it weekly, and this time take the treads like a proper grown-up. There's also this little filter, but the instructions don't tell you where it goes. I stared at it like it was some sort of IKEA mystery part. Spoiler, we'll figure that out later. Right inside the cabinet there's a simple to wire up, and hey, we have illumination. Time to tighten everything up. You'll need a 20mm and a 24mm spanner for the suction adapter at the bottom. A bit of a fiddle to get the metal base grill in. Honestly, I think the suction hose is about 3 cm too short, but we move on. Gloves are enormous. Massive and a bit stiff, so I'll dry run them to get the feel for it. But let's test this thing with something familiar. This is a rusty bracket from the Yamaha TZR 125 project I'm working on. It's covered in the old paint and some rust. With some crushed glass media loaded up, I got blasting. Not bad. The rust lifted, the paint blew off, and I felt like a wizard with an air wand. But I did notice that the media wasn't recycling properly. Turns out you need at least 5 kg in the cabinet for a decent flow. Added more, still not quite right. Then I spot dust escaping from the cabinet side. Didn't notice that at all. I was too busy feeling smug. Then comes the eureka moment. That's where the foam filter goes. On the rear vent. Well, maybe proper instructions might have helped. Cleaned up the blast zone with a vacuum. Not ideal, but hey, this is a workshop, not a TV set. After round 2 of blasting, the bracket came out lovely. Perfect finish for primer. Solid bite for the paint. No flaking later. Even Noodle the Jack Russell gave it the bark of approval. And there you go, my first go with the sandblasting cabinet. It's a game changer for anyone restoring motorcycle parts, brackets, engine covers, or anything that's seen better days. Thanks for watching, and if you're into bike builds, budget gear, or you just want to see someone mess up so you don't have to, hit like, drop a comment and subscribe. It helps me grow this channel. Cheers, bye. Please like, comment, share, Subscribe. Thank you.